about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second and a couple, Tua going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Over the middle, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hamler now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here. So they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hamler now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a play fake here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball. Drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's going to take another shot here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Back to throw here. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And they can't bring him down. And down right around the 37.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
K.J. Hamler.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Miami. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tua going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there for the Dolphins. From the gun, it's Tua. Flushed out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. It's Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. On play action, here's Tua. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Tua on 4th down. Escaping the pressure. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's complete. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Cleveland.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Check Mike 27. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Let's go. Let's do this.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw again.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Play action. Now it's Tua. Flush to his right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Tua escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Hamler now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Tagovailoa trying to lay one up deep. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 37 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. It's a big play there for Miami. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Here's Tua. Flushed out right. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try again. Oh, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hamler now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua going to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Second and 16. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Gallup now on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.